This is going to be a very short video on a topic that will change your life. It's about the story that we tell ourselves. It's about that inner dialogue. It's about where the mind goes, the man follows. It's about speaking life. We get to decide which direction our life will go. We get to decide what our experience will be based on how we react to things, how we think about things, and the story we tell ourselves. My life changed when my story changed from this is hopeless, I have all these diagnoses, I have chronic Lyme disease, this is my identity, I am fearful, I'm afraid, I am in lack of, I need. All that changed to I have enough, I am enough through Christ who strengthens me. I am healed and made whole because of Christ. I am a child of God. I am an overcomer. I have faith. I am strong. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Just that difference changed my life. Not just because it changes your mind and it changes your perception of things, but because when you believe differently, different actions will follow. Your actions profess your beliefs. So if you are still living in the same bondage or repeating the same mistakes or telling yourself the same lies and speaking the same lies over yourself, the same fear and discouragement, nothing's going to change. You have to be the one to take the first step of faith and speak differently and choose to believe differently and choose to tell yourself a different story, because that will change your actions. Then you can start taking steps in faith instead of fear. Fear will hold you back. Faith will give you the momentum to move forward. This will change your life. I just want to keep this really short because, one, I'm about to record a podcast and I don't have that much time, but two, because everything I've said so far, I really want it to sink in. I don't want to say too much, but we know that our words hold power. We know that our thoughts hold power. What you focus on will grow. Kind of like when you're driving and you're looking at something and then you start to veer towards it. The same thing goes with your thoughts in your life. When you start to focus on something and dwell on something, you will gravitate towards it. That's just how we're designed. So what are you gravitating towards? Are you spending more time complaining about where you're at? Are you spending more time in anxiety and battling in your mind and will and emotions? Or have you surrendered to Christ, and are you walking in faith, and are you declaring his truth over your life? Yes, I'm speaking to believers because a lot of my followers and viewers here are believers who should be standing on the solid foundation of Christ, but we're not. And this is myself included. I'm not perfect in this, but I have improved, because if I hadn't improved, I would not be here. I would not be here anymore. I was digging myself into my own grave until I surrendered to Christ. And in that surrender, I received wisdom and discernment, and I could use my critical thinking skills again because I was no longer living out of fear and anxiety. And when I gave Christ the reins, when I handed over the reins, he led me and he guided me. That's what he does. But we have to take the first step. That's all.